Hi, my name's Fabio, and I'm going to show you how to thread this block of steel here. It's about 1.5 inches down here, thick, and I was doing it by hand, putting it in the vise and doing it by hand, but it was taking me a long time. I've been making these M1-garand vise blocks for the barrel, and I want to thread this part right here. And like I said, I was doing it by hand, but it was taking me a long time. I'm going to show you how I do it real fast now with the drill press. First thing, I was putting it in this vise over here. And this was, I got this vise that's mounted horizontally. I was putting it in here. And when I was doing it by hand, besides it taking a long time, sometimes it was threading in there crooked. I was trying to put it in straight as much as I could, but sometimes it'd go in crooked. And at the end of the day, when I was screwing in the bolt, it was coming out crooked. I was thinking to myself, how am I going to make this go faster and make it straight? So I came up with the idea was putting it in my drill press. Here's one I have mounted in here. And using my drill press, it'll make it straight. But before I do that, I want to make sure this thing doesn't start on me, so I'm going to unplug it. Safety's first in this. Let me take this out here. So I put in my block, and you have to have this thing bolted down. So not to waste a lot of time, I bolted my vise down to my drill press. I have it bolted down so it doesn't move. And the next thing I do is I use this tool right here. And what I use is a 1/2 inch ratchet. It's got a 1/2 on one side drive and a 3/8 on the other side. And I use this extension, and here's an orphan socket I got out of my all my sockets that I made. What I did was put a slot in there for my tap, like this. I grabbed the matabo and I cut the slot in there. It's kind of cobbled up, but if you can see it, I put a slot in there. I could have probably done a better job, but it works. This just snaps in there like this. I got it pretty tight. I put in this ratchet like this, and this 3/8 extension is probably 3 inches long. I put that in my chuck. I put this on here like this. Before I did all that, I lined this up with this long drill bit here. I chucked this in, and I made sure this was all square here. So this came down, so I made sure this was centered up with the chuck. So you put this 3/8 extension in here. Chuck it in. Put this thing in here. And then I start this thing. As you can see, I'm pushing down with the drill press and I'm turning it like this. And I'll tell you what, this is a hell of a lot better than doing it by hand. I put a little oil in there to begin with before we started, but because you know when you tap you gotta oil it up. And this thing's got to bottom out. And when you're all done with this, it's got quite a bit to go, but this is straight. You don't have to worry about it being crooked. It's fast. and it works real good. See it going in there? Takes a while for it to go in there, but I'm telling you, this way here, I'd be spending 4 times more by doing it hand. It doesn't bind up, I don't have to back it out. It doesn't get plugged up, it just goes in there. This thing's so thick that I have to bottom it out. I don't know. We're getting there. There, we're bottomed out. I can't go any farther. All the way through. And then just take it off like that. See what I did there? Made this pocket here. Just back it off by hand. Wasn't that a lot quicker? I can make these things a lot faster now. And that thing is straight. I don't have to worry about being crooked. There's my finished piece. It's going to look like that. There's another one I made. And it's just straight. And I thought I'd show you guys how I did it fast instead of versus by hand. Comes up 90 degrees. Just to give you guys a pointer here. These, like I said, these ratchets here, they're kind of hard to find with these double-ended here, 1/2, 3/8. I got this one at Tractor Supply. They don't carry them anymore. I'm thinking you can buy one online somewhere. All you need is just an old socket. And like I said, this is an orphan. I don't have a set of these, just one of my miscellaneous sockets I cut up. Sacrificed it for this job here. But it works good. Just to give you guys a pointer. Take off this here and then we're done. Hope you guys liked the video. Another interesting subject from Fabio. One of my thoughts here. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.